Hi, everyone. My name is Paula McGregor. We are the team for Nuyugen. Our team is called the Achievers, and we're going to bring you a wonderful call tonight from some different people that's in the company, tell you a little bit about our company, and hopefully answer any questions that anybody might have. We're always here to answer questions, so feel free to always reach out. So I'm going to introduce my co-host tonight, as always, Joe Troy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
How are you doing tonight, Joe?
I'm doing excellent. I'm so excited for this call. This is going to be great.
Yes, because we have a special guest tonight who has been with us day one, and her name is Donna Davis. And Donna, if you want to say hi.
Hi, everybody.
So we're gonna do a little interview with Donna tonight. She is a certified health and wellness coach as well as a life coach. So she has, like I said, been with us since day one. So we're gonna kind of dive into her story a little bit in just a minute. I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of a background on Nuyugen and who we are and what we do. And we are a nutraceutical company, obviously in health and wellness, and we are registered with all entities of the Health Canada. The FDA obviously doesn't register nutraceuticals, but we're approved to always have products there. For a lot of people, they don't understand what Health Canada is and how important it is to companies. And a lot of people don't jump through the hoops of getting approved by Health Canada because they are sticklers. They're very, very strict. Canada is very, very stringent on supplements. We don't allow just anything in our country. And for those people that sorely get caught selling things that are not approved in Canada, even for the affiliate side for network marketing, affiliates can actually be charged for selling products that are not legal in our country. So the beautiful part about an NPN, even though it seems like a lot of red tape and everything, is the fact that any product that goes through the stages of an NPN's approval is checked and checked and checked to make sure that it works, number one, and two, that it's safe. And I think in Canada, a lot of us take for granted that we can go into any store and pick up a supplement and we know it's already been approved. So there's never any questions that what the bottle says is what it actually does, because they have to prove that. And with Nuyugen, we have over 100 products that are on our roster who have all been approved by Health Canada, which is absolutely amazing, because some of the stuff that's coming, it's two things I can't talk about right now, but some of the stuff that we are actually doing trials and stuff on right now is absolutely amazing. I just heard back from a few testimonials from the corporate team that it's working better than even they could have ever imagined. You know, the labs are blown away. There's naturopaths that are blown away right now. And it's super, super exciting times to be here with Nuyugen. I have also been here since day one. And we've been, we're still a very small company. We're still growing. We're still learning. Like any small company and on startup, everybody makes mistakes. Anything that can go wrong, unfortunately, normally does. And it's great because we're all learning together with even the corporate team and the owners of this company who are so far on board and in the trenches with us. And it's just so different than any other company I've ever been with. And these owners are just absolutely amazing. They are at the top of their field in what they do, and they bring so many talents to this company. But I think the best part about the corporate team is they listen. And they really listen to the field, and they listen to what we need. And they are so quick to say, what is it you need? What can we do better? What can we help you guys better? What can help our customers more? And it's really refreshing because, this isn't all about money for them. They, like I said, they're at the top of their game in all of their respected fields. And this is about a legacy for them. This is about leaving something to generations and generations and generations to come that is literally changing people's lives. And, that's why I wanted to interview Donna tonight, because just like, everybody, obviously financially, people want to earn money, but people also want to be healthy. And the beauty of Nuyugen is we offer both of that. And with so many things that are coming that is going to touch on every single possible thing you can possibly ever think of and dream of, our Chief Science Officer, Mark Primer, has already thought of. And, you know, if I showed you his resume, it's long. And the credentials that man has behind his name is absolutely astounding. I've actually got to see his resume last time I was at the corporate branch, and it's kind of crazy to see it. And so it's pretty amazing. And that's what drives me. That's why I've been here since day one. That's why I stay here. And that's why I'll never leave here. And that's why we have a team that's growing like it is. And if you're looking for something in the financial realm of making money, this team has already turned out many top leaders that have already hit the top of the comp plan in very short amounts of time, you know. And of course, just like anything, you know, we don't make medical claims and we're not going to make income claims. It's obviously everything that you put into it. But we do have the clinical trials to back us up when it comes to our products, and we know what we can do. And in today's world, stress is running rampant from every age group. And I've said it before, you know, I unfortunately have to do calls with social workers and counselors. And this week coming, I have to do a psychiatrist call for my daughter. And she's had many mental health issues for a long time, since she was 6 years old when she was diagnosed. And talking to them, these people are even looking for different realms of helping kids in the things that are all natural, instead of, you know, the knee-jerk reaction of always going to the big pharma side. They're even, you know, parents are looking for an alternative, and that's what we're here for. You know, that's what we do, and it's what we're going to kind of continue doing. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Donna again, and I'm going to ask Donna a few questions, and then she's going to tell us her fantastic testimony of what she's accomplished and what she has seen so far with maybe even her husband. She might throw a few things in about him. Of what she's, you know, experienced since she's been with Nuyugen.
Great.
So I think, Donna, the number one thing, because you are a certified, you know, life coach, you're a health and wellness coach, you've been in these kind of businesses for a long time. And I don't know how much you want to go into your full story, because it's absolutely amazing what she has accomplished in her life, even health-wise. It would have, you know, knocked many other people out of it and just given up. So I'm just going to let you tell what you want to tell, Donna.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, Paula, and thanks to everyone that's here as well. Let's start 2 years ago in 2018. And that year, and I'm going to start with Bill, my husband. He had gone through several shoulder surgeries, one replacement surgery that went horribly bad. And he was in pain constantly. So he was given opioids. And then in March of 2018, his primary care physician, when the thing came about, you know, opioid, we've got to get rid of opioids. And so his primary care physician had said, I'm sorry, but I can't prescribe any more for you. And she gave him a small dose for 10 days and said, that's all, you're going to have to see somebody else. Now, if anybody knows anything about opioid addiction, that was brutal to do to somebody. Usually there's a step down over a long period of time. Now, I see a holistic doctor who is absolutely fabulous. And so Bill went to see him, but even that doctor had said it could be up to a year before you really feel like you're yourself again. So 6 months after that, Bill was still really struggling. So that is what started my search for something to help his body rebalance. And so I found Solera, and that was very much of interest. That month, at the end of September, Bill was laid off his job. And after 10 years with the company, they were restructuring, and they told Bill that we're going to move you to a different department. Well, that didn't happen. The first day of layoffs, Bill was the first to go. So that was really a shock. And then 10 days after that, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So you can imagine the stress that our household was under. That was the 5th time I've heard the cancer diagnosis. I had been through leukemia twice, and then this was the 3rd diagnosis for breast cancer. So with insurance running out, there were a lot of decisions to be made, and the stress level was off the charts. So what attracted me to Solera at that time was the research on cortisol. And if any of you are not familiar with cortisol, I just invite you to Google it. Cortisol plus fill in the blank. Cortisol is our body's stress hormone. And when I was going through training for my certification for health coaching, cortisol was really, really an important factor, because cortisol and the stress hormone affects so much within our body. And so that got my attention. I have not been a stranger to stress. And at that time, though, in 2018, this was really a very difficult time. And so I ordered several bottles of Solera at that time to help Bill to be able to really just have something that was really going to help rebalance. And then also for me, for just everything and all the decisions that I needed to make. I'm very, very proactive in my health. So I challenged doctors. And so I really needed to do my research on what was best for me at that particular point. So when I got Solera, I mean, with anybody, we all go through a lot of stress. And I was feeling very anxious at that time. I wasn't sleeping very well. My mind was racing. Bill was worried, here he's laid off, and now we've got the cancer diagnosis. And so it was a time when, gosh, we were just really taking it a step at a time. But what I noticed when I first took Solera was within a couple days, I felt calmer. I just really felt this sense of calm. Really, that was a very much appreciated benefit at that particular point. Really, what totally just was a huge surprise was after I'd been on Solera for 2 weeks. A little background. I also have a local bookkeeping and payroll service that I've had for 20 years. And I was actually going to phase that out and really do more of the coaching. Bill's layoff, it changed that a little bit. And what I was noticing, though, in that business was that it was getting harder and harder for me to focus. And in that business, accuracy, paying attention to numbers, really being able to have the accuracy and the sharpness. I mean, it's critical in that business. And I was feeling like I was really slipping. So after 2 weeks, it was a Friday afternoon. I still remember I was sitting at my desk and I was working on this project, and it was a very intense project. And I stopped and I realized that I had been working straight for 3 hours. I was blasting through the project. My brain was clear. I was really sharp. I knew what I needed to do. I was focused. And the only change was Solera. And at that time, I was 64. So, when I was thinking, hey, this is just what happens when people get older, and I'm just not as sharp as I used to be. And so all of this was all happening, the focus, the just the uncertainty. And Solera brought this calm and this focus that was just amazing. And I just really knew, and I did more and more research, and Paula mentioned a lot of things with the company. And those were really important to me. As a certified coach, it's really important to me what I put in my body. And so many other products, they might have fillers, they might have all sorts of ingredients that may or may not be okay for our bodies. And there can also be very few products of ingredients that actually really do something. There's a lot of hype with a lot of products. And when I did my research on Solera, first of all, my number one thing is, does it work? And that had already been oh, yes. But then really looking deeper, this product is a quality, top-notch product. And the research that has gone behind this, it was just everything that I read and that I studied just really solidified that this was just I mean, really, I just really feel it was a blessing because Solera came at this time when we were in this crisis with everything. And so it's just 2 years later, I mean, I still know that it's working deeper. I mean, that's the beauty of this product, because the longer that you use this product, the more good that it does. I mean, it works on a cellular level. I mean, earlier this year, I was asked to head up a project of a software conversion. And this ended up being a lot more massive than I had anticipated. But if it weren't for Solera, there's no way that I would have been able to do that project. And now moving forward, I mean, I just feel I have this wonderful, wonderful asset in Solera, and also, as Paula mentioned, some of these fantastic products that are on their way. So with the company, I mean, the corporate, you know, one thing I want to share a couple things. For those of you that, if you're listening and you know that you might be under stress, but it's kind of like, oh, you know, that's just the world today. Everybody's under stress. It's not that big of a deal. You know, I'm just dealing with it. I know without a shadow of a doubt that stress, the chronic stress that I was under for years, I know was a huge factor in my cancers, and especially with the recurrence that I had a couple years ago. And so please don't take stress lightly. It is so damaging to the body. And it's not just something that we need to live with. There's something that can support your body. And this product is just, it just has so many benefits. So that's the one thing I wanted to share about stress. Don't brush it off. It really take action and do something. Because your life really does, your health really does depend on that. And the second thing is from the business part of me. And that is, I have worked with a lot of different businesses over the years, and I've seen how a business culture really does stem from the top. And whether you're talking about a brick and mortar business, or whether it's an online business or direct sales or network marketing, that makes a big difference on who leads the company. And what I saw with Nuyugen is that the corporate team is stellar. I mean, we have a brilliant scientist that is formulating these products. And the other thing too is we are Nuyugen is the manufacturer. We're not just finding a product and slapping our label on it. This is being designed and formulated with the utmost care and intention to really make a difference in people's lives. And that is so unheard of in today's world. So many companies are just after money. And yes, to stay in business, you have to have that money factor. But when you have an intention to really, really make a difference in people's lives, that sets the tone for the company. And we have that. We have that. And then you add this particular team on top of that, and you've got the support, you've got the friendship. This is like a family, and we have fun. Yes, there's support and training. We are here to learn and really to help ourselves and our families. But there's this camaraderie and support that, again, is different, because so many teams you find either there's a little bit of fighting or competition, and we really are here to support each other. So for me, this is the complete package. The products, the company, the team, just everything all rolled into one, and it is home for me. So this is, I'm just really, really honored to be a part of this, and I'm on Solera for life.
And we are so happy to have you.
Thank you.
You know, Donna's an amazing person, and like I said, she's been through a lot. And the fact that being a life coach, being a health and wellness coach, knowing how products are, and, you know, using many different products throughout her lifetime, and she chooses to always consume Solera is kind of eye-opening to a lot of people. And that's, you couldn't have said it better than what I say. This is home. I will never be anywhere else. I've been in a few other companies. I was very lucky to find this company when I did. You know, we do have the corporate support. You know, not many teams that people get to join do you have, direct access to the scientist that creates this. And I will tell everyone that doesn't know this, and, for people that are going to watch this later on, I met with Mark and Dee and George, our whole board, just a few weeks ago. And, Mark was telling me about some of the new things that he's looking into, and that he's, because he's always formulating. The man is always he's got his little recipe book, as he calls it. And he's always in the lab. And money means absolutely nothing to this man. He lives the most humble life you could ever imagine. Drives an old car, doesn't care. His whole thing is the only reason that he actually chooses to make money is because his life is doing clinical trials to prove what these products will do and show people they're safe and they do work. And I don't know, for a lot of people, maybe that doesn't mean a lot to you, but to me, that means everything. It literally means everything. They're amazing, amazing people. And he said to me, a lot of companies out there, they want the hype, the pseudoscience. If anybody's looking for that, keep looking, because you're not going to find that here. We're not about the flash and the pizzazz. We're about the science. We're about the truth. Mark always says science is truth. And it's like math, numbers don't lie. Mm-hmm. And, when you're getting those testimonials back and you're getting those lab reports back, that's the beauty of what we have. And for anybody that, really, really wants to dive into the natural side, you're not ever going to get any more natural than this company in terms of products and for people. And they are just like this whole entire team. Donna, you touched on the fact that we're like family, and we are. If someone has a problem, we're all there. If someone's hurt, we're all right there seeing what we can do to help. And you don't find it often. And I'm very, very, very blessed, Dennis and I both, because, to have this team that we have built. Dennis, Joe, and I have done a lot of the trainings, and we just love everybody, and we are here for everybody. And so if anybody, like I said, that's watching this, that you're not a part of this, I just want to really let you guys know, you may be new when you come in, but at the end of it, you are going to be part of this family as well. And I think that's super important to know, that no one's ever going to be alone. Yes, you're self-employed, but you're never going to be alone. And I think that's, a really commanding thing to be able to offer. And I'm so happy that we can have that, because I've never experienced this before. And it's honestly, it's heartwarming. It's eye-opening and heartwarming at the same time. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Joe. So he's going to talk to you guys a little bit about the more fun side is the money aspect of, everybody likes money, so we can make some of that too.
That sounds great. Thank you, Paula. What a great job. And Donna, I'm telling you, I want to sign up again. you are an incredible speaker. And I'm serious. I have goosebumps. Oh my goodness. One thing that I do have to say is that about this company, and I've heard Paula say this, and I've heard people from corporate say this, this was not a company looking to find a product. We were a product from the beginning, and the corporate team was looking for a vehicle to get it to the most people and be able to help the most people the best way possible. And they chose network marketing as that vehicle because of its efficiency and its viability. So, they were so smart, and I thank them for this opportunity. And it's just so wonderful to be a part of this team and this family. And I can say this on behalf of everybody, Donna, Paula, we all love you guys. So thank you so much. I mean, it was just a very, very enlightening and wonderful, fantastic testimonial on your part. So that's really, really awesome.
The feeling is always mutual, Joe.
Well, thank you. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to share my screen and talk about another wonderful product that Nuyugen has to offer, and that is the money. All right. So as you know, the company is called Nuyugen, and we have what's called the Accelerated Income Plan, also known as the People's Plan, right? And I like to say the People's Plan is a 2 to 3 year plan for your financial success, as opposed to what most of us were told as we were younger. You know, you're supposed to go to school, get good grades, go to college, go into debt, you know, with the high tuitions, get a job, and then work 40 hours per week for 45 years, and then retire on 40% of the income you struggled to live on while you were working, right? So that doesn't sound like the American or the Canadian dream to me. Does that sound like it to you? To me, it sounds more like a nightmare. So let's get the income disclaimer out of the way. There are no guarantees regarding the income from Nuyugen. The success or failure of each affiliate depends upon each affiliate's skill set and personal effort. Examples should not be construed as typical or average. And I shouldn't have to say this, but you know, in short, it's just like everything else in life. You get out of it what you put in. Okay, so with that being said, let's jump into this. So who am I and why should you listen to me? Well, as you know, my name is Joe Troy. I've been in the direct sales network marketing industry for over 33 years, and I was a top producer in my last company. But I didn't do that. I wasn't a top producer because I got lucky or had an advantage over everybody. I just learned at a very young age, very fortunately that I listened, because you know I was a teenager. I was 18. I have a teenager now who's 15, and that boy does not listen. But I was fortunate enough to have the brains to listen enough and to learn that there are two very important concepts that every company, every business needs to employ in order to be successful. And that first concept is called residual income. And in a nutshell, it's just putting in the work once and getting paid over and over again. The second concept is leveraging, right? And the best way to explain leveraging is to quote the oil tycoon, J. Paul Getty. He said he'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of his own. And that definitely makes sense, because if you're solely responsible for 100% of your income coming in and something happens to you, you lose all 100% of your income earning potential, right? So if you have, on the flip side, 100 people making just 1% of the revenue, and heaven forbid something happens to one person, you still have 99% of the revenue coming in, right? And that's powerful, right? Because there's only 24 hours in a day. So if you take those same 100 people and have them work a mere 2 hours a day, that's 200 hours of production in that same 24 hours, right? You could never do that on your own. Don't care how good you are, right? So there are 9 ways to earn income with our accelerated income plan. We have a stress-free compensation plan. Just like our product deals with stress, we have a stress-free compensation plan. We get paid weekly and we get paid monthly. We have a very low barrier of entry. It's only $39 US and $50 Canadian. And that gets you a business site with a back office where you can run your business and look at your downline and see who's ordering and check all your income, what's coming in. And you're also going to get a retail site where you can send customers to your site and they can order from your site. We have a business marketing and promotions app, which is great, where you can send video or send information out to your contacts. And we also have top-notch training that's done by Paula, who, as you know, as you can see, is incredible, right? So I do chime in from here, you know, now and again with some training, but I'll tell you, Paula is just a tremendous, tremendous trainer. We also give you exclusive access to our private Facebook group. So as Paula mentioned earlier, normally you can always reach one of us if you have a question, but for some strange reason, if you can't, all you have to do is jump into the Facebook group and post that question in there, and it will get answered in a very, very timely fashion. Normally, there's always somebody in there ready and willing to answer your questions. So there's no gotchas. We have quick, passive, and long-term residual income. So some other significant highlights, right? We don't have an auto ship requirement like most companies do. We do have a smart ship that's for your convenience only. Once you try the product and if you like it and you want to make sure that you have it, sure, you can set that up, but it's not a requirement. We also have full dynamic compression, which means you get paid on unlimited levels. We'll get into that a little bit later, but I'll tell you, you will love that concept once you get it. We have no structural requirements. So in this business, you can sponsor as wide as you like. You don't have to have 3 golds, 2 bronze, a silver, and a partridge in a pear tree, in order to qualify for a certain rank. And we also have a 30-day placement policy for personally enrolled new affiliates, meaning that they kind of go into a holding tank and you have 30 days to place them down below underneath somebody else in your organization to kind of help everybody in between get paid. So, and I'll explain a little bit more about that as we go. So as I mentioned, there's 9 ways to earn income. We have personal rewards, team rewards, and leadership rewards. So the first way we earn income in Nuyugen is the lifeblood of any business, and that's through customer purchases. You get a 20% customer purchase discount, right? So we earn 20% on all customer purchases. Second, we have an affiliate purchase discount of 20%. So anything above and beyond your 2 bottles, your initial 2 bottles in a calendar month, you're going to get a 20% affiliate discount. Now, I believe it was Ben Franklin that said it best, a penny saved is a penny earned, right? We also have a 4-week personal mentor bonus. We also have a 5-level 4-week mentor commissions. And these 2 components of the compensation plan are meant so that a new affiliate gets the ball rolling right away. It's an incentive for the enrolling or sponsoring affiliate to actually help the new affiliate get started. So that's very, very important. Now, this is one of the portions of the compensation plan that I love. It's the 9-level affiliate commissions. And as you can see on this chart here, there are 9 different ways in Nuyugen to earn income, okay? And you can also earn down 9 different levels. So let me direct your attention to top left corner. You're going to see 3 requirements that we're going to have to take notice of, and that's PV, GV, and GV not in your largest leg, right? So PV stands for personal volume, and there's a very low 90 PV qualification to participate in the 9 level. So which I believe is amazing, because I've been in companies where as you achieve higher ranks and your personal and your volume increases, they want to charge you, or they want to up that requirement, sometimes double, sometimes triple. So in this company, we don't do that. Now, GV is group volume, right? And that's produced by your purchases, your affiliates' purchases, your customers' purchases, and the affiliates' customers' purchases. Now, GV, not in your largest leg, is basically you earn income. You can only use a limited percent of volume in your largest leg in order to rank advanced. So as director, as you can see, you need 20% GV outside of your largest leg. So of that 700, you'd have to have 140 group volume on the outside. Now, when I say largest leg, you picture as you enroll a new affiliate, and you help them enroll new affiliates, that creates a leg, right? You're building your team vertically, right? So not only do you build your team horizontally, but you also build it vertically. And that's one of the very powerful concepts in network marketing, right? So, and as you can see, also as the percentage, you'll see that the percentage requirement increases 5% with each subsequent rank, going all the way up to 50% at the level of diamond, right? So that could be, it could be 1 extra leg of 50,000, or it could be 5 legs of 10,000 each. It could be 50 legs of 1,000 each. It's your business. So how you build it is your business, right? So, oh, and one thing I do not want to forget is that for my Canadian friends, you're actually paid in US dollars and paid via e-transfer. And I'm told, you know, what do I know? I'm just a silly American, but I'm told that that's a big deal. So like I said, there's no gotchas. There's zero sponsoring requirements to earn income. You can max out the compensation plan with only 2 personally sponsored people or customers with a total group volume of 100,000 in volume, right? So if you're not a super recruiter, you can still make money in this company. I love that, right? And all unearned commissions roll up past any inactive or unqualified affiliates to the next qualified rank. This means you can earn income on virtually unlimited levels in your organization. And that's the power of dynamic compression. And like I said, once you let that sink in, you're gonna love that concept. So the People's Plan was put together so that everyone can earn. The plan is simple to read and understand, friendly to new members, rewarding to builders, and fair to all. No hype, no gotchas, and no empty promises. So this is a pretty cool portion here, the Rising Star Bonus. So as you build your team, you're going to earn a one-time rank advancement bonus. So once you hit the rank of executive, you're going to get a $100 bonus one time. When you hit bronze the first time, you're going to get a one-time bonus of $250. Now, these bonuses are sequential and cumulative, right? So if you, let's say you hit executive, bronze, and silver in your first 30 days, you don't have to, but let's say you do. Not only are you going to get the executive bonus for 100 and the bronze bonus for 250, you're going to get the silver one-time bonus of 500, right? For a total of $850. So that's pretty cool. Now, take as long as you need to do that. We would love it if you did it as fast as possible, right? Don't treat this like a hobby, treat it like a business. But if you don't do it in 30 days, it's okay, right? Now, these bonuses go all the way up to diamond, where it's a one-time bonus at the level of diamond of $5,000. So that's nothing to sneeze at, folks. That's pretty awesome. Now we have the monthly lifestyle bonus. So once you qualify for the rank of gold, the company is going to pay you $500 a month each and every month. Now, you can use that for whatever you choose, right? So it could be, car, jet ski, take a trip, pay some bills, pay for your children's education, and once you hit platinum, that $500 bonus increases to $750 a month, so that you can use it for anything that you choose. And once you hit the level of diamond, that $750 now turns into $1,000. So that's pretty cool. Now we have the leadership bonus pool. So this is really cool. Every single month, the company takes 5% of the actual company's revenue and puts it into a bonus pool. Now, to qualify for this bonus pool, the minimum requirement is gold. So once you hit gold, you're going to get to participate in a 3% bonus pool. Now, as a platinum, you're going to be able to not only participate in the gold pool, but you're also going to be able to participate in the platinum pool for an additional 1%. And as a diamond, once you swim in that pool, you're getting 3%, 1% platinum, and also you get to participate in the 1% diamond pool. So with what this company has on the horizon, as Paula mentioned, we have 100 products with already approved and ready to go. It's just a matter of rolling them out. This company is going to grow in leaps and bounds over the next 2 to 3 years. So as Paula said, we are at the right place at the right time. So this is where a lot of money is going to be generated in these bonus pools. So you want to get to gold as fast as possible, because in my opinion, quite frankly, gold is where the fun begins. Okay, that's a very fun rank to be at. Okay, so at the rank of gold, you don't really have a 9 to 5 anymore. You don't have to if you don't want to. And last, we have annual leadership rewards trips, where because of the current chaotic situation with the pandemic, we're going to have to come back and revisit this. So it's, travel is a little sketchy at this time. So once everything opens back up and we get the ball rolling again, worldwide, we're going to come back and revisit this. But rest assured, corporate is watching and making notation. They know when you qualify, so you will qualify. And when this gets put back into the plan, you will qualify for it, and we will have a fantastic time. So really, the next thing to do is just to ask, what's your interest level? If you're new, do you want to just be a customer? Do you want to be a number one, where you just want to lower your stress levels and improve your overall health? You just want to place an order today. That's perfectly fine. We love customers, right? And in fact, we have a customer to affiliate ratio of 10-1. For every one affiliate, we have 10 customers. So that tells you that the product works. Now, maybe you want to be a number two, where you want to supplement your income and maybe refer a few friends, right? Maybe put in 5 or 10 hours a week and earn a potential $500 to $2,500 a month. That's great. Or maybe you're like 99% of the people on the call today and you want to earn a significant income. You want to be a number three. You want to put in 20 plus hours a week and you want to earn a potential $5,000 per month or more. Now, when I say 20 hours per week, that's not an additional 20 hours per week on top of what you're doing. In the network marketing business, all you're doing is listening to people and offering help. So I kind of like to say that it's not an additional 20 hours. You're actually just kind of working it into the nooks and crannies of your day-to-day life for the most part. So don't be scared when you see, oh, I don't have 20 hours. Listen, stop watching TV. The electric income reducer. But all kidding aside, like I said, it's basically just working it into the nooks and crannies of your life and just being more aware. And we have plenty of training on how to do that. So with that being said, just do me a favor, go back to the person that brought you here today and just let them know if you're a 1, 2, or a 3. That's it, very simple. They cared enough about you to want to make a difference in your life, because that's what we're here to do. We just want to help everybody. So they cared enough about you to bring you here and share this opportunity with you. So just do them a favor and make it easy on them and just say, hey, I'm a 1. Hey, I'm a 2. Hey, I'm a 3. Let's get the ball rolling. What do I need to do? So with that being said, Tamara, do me a big favor. Tamara is our awesome graphic designer, and she's one of the people that helped out so much in the group, in the Achievers private Facebook group. So please, Tamara, do me a favor. Shoot the link into the chat box. For the new people, you can go to naturesbestkeptsecret.live in order to get updates and see when the next webinars are and what we have going on in the future. And once again, that's naturesbestkeptsecret.live, not .com, .live. So, okay, so I'm done here. My job is done. I had the fun. So I look forward to meeting everybody on the other side, and I'm going to roll it back over, stop sharing my screen, and Paula, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Joe. I always have to, when I watch this, and I've seen you do the comp plan, numerous times. Obviously, we've worked on it for a long time. I always think to myself, I'm a 3. I've always been a 3. And I think most of us are. And I guess that's where, we always talk with a significant income. I come from the medical background. I come from the big, bad, big pharma world. I crossed over to the other side. So income, of course, was important to me because I no longer work in that position. I work full-time from home. So yes, income was a thing for me, but the way that I always looked at it is, am I a 1, am I a 2, am I a 3? Actually, I'm a 10, because yes, I want to make an income. Yes, I've got big dreams and plans for my family. I've got 4 kids and many pets. This is what happens when you get therapy animals for children. You end up with many.
Yes.
But the thing is when you get to make a significant income, and it's not just about the money, it's when you start making that income, it shows you that's how many people you're helping. And for me, that's what gets me out of bed every single morning. Getting my lowest, ranking teammates up, making money, getting their health better. That's what drives me, and it always has. And that's what drives this team. So, and I think that that's not really stressed enough. Like a lot of companies do a lot of hype about, come make millions of dollars and jump through these hoops and do this and do that. And we're pretty simple. Like we're like country folk,
Right. Look at me. I'm probably the worst public speaker on the planet, but you know what?
I'm no perfect person by any means.
Well, listen, Donna, she's an excellent speaker. That was a hard act to follow, let me tell you.
Absolutely. But
we're
that's
here
the
because we love everybody and we just want to help everybody. And we're willing to put ourselves out there. And I'm willing to make myself, look, I can laugh at myself, but I want to get this information out to as many people as we can because we just want to help.
And we're real. We're right. Not here, airbrushed and whatever. And I really want people that are new, that may be watching this call, to understand you don't need to be a scientist. You don't need to be a doctor. You don't need to be the perfect person with the perfect hair and perfect makeup. Clearly, look at mine right now. The whole thing is we just want you to help us change people's lives. That's the bottom line. And if that resonates with you, like Joe said, get back to the person that shared this with you. Come be part of our family and let's change the world one person at a time. And love it. I think that's the best way that we can say it, especially coming from this team. That's our goal. We want to help people one person at a time and just keep going. And trust me, I said 100 products. The recipe book is much bigger than 100. That's just all they've said so far. But let me tell you that the recipe book is large. It's like my grandma's old recipe book. There's hundreds. And things are being perfected on a daily basis. Mark is barely leaving the lab. The man gets up at 1 o'clock in the morning and he doesn't go home until 10 o'clock at night. So, I mean, it's if you're looking for something that's going to change your life financially, your health, your family's life, trust me, this is where you want to be. Absolutely. And with that, we'll sign off for tonight. We have another call coming up next Thursday. And we actually have another special guest speaker who is been a critical care nurse for 35 years, I believe, plus. And she's going to come on and she's going to tell her story of why she became, invested in Nuyugen and why she loves this company and why she's, talking to all of her old friends at hospitals. And, her daughter is a nurse and why she's pushing what she's pushing with them now and trying to make them understand you need to be taking this product. And that, again, we're no big, hypey team or company. We're just us and we're just sharing what works. We're trying to educate as many people. And again, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. Yes, I worked in pharmacy for years. That doesn't mean I'm an expert by any means, just like Donna. Donna's not an expert. We don't claim to be. We're just us and we're just sharing. And that's what we're here for. So if that resonates with you, then come join us. That's what we're here for.
Open arms.
Absolutely. So with that, we will sign off for tonight and we will see you guys all next week. It's going to be a super exciting call. Thank you so much, Donna. I appreciate you to no end.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Donna. What a great job. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody. Have a great